Good morning, everybody. Today is a Monday, and it's June. I never know what day it is. It's a Monday in the middle of June. It's been 2 weeks since we last planted. That 13 inches of rain really set us back with planting. We got our corn in on time. Everything was going good, and we planted maybe a third to a half of the beans, probably a third of the beans. The problem is that some of those beans that we planted before all that rain definitely got flooded out. So we're gonna have to do some replant. So we're gonna hit the beans really hard today, plant as many as we can. Nathan is going to Y-drop some corn. He's gonna fertilize our corn. And then Kendall and Dad are going to work with hay, I think. But I'm going to be running the drilling soybeans for most of today. And you can see the wheat is just days from harvest.
Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the three Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
We probably could have been planting a couple days ago. The problem is that there were wet spots all over every field, even the hill ground, every terrace trough. It was just wet. I mean, we got so much rain, it took a long time for it to dry out. So we'll see how it goes today. You can follow along with me. All right, we're here at the farm with the Challenger tractor behind me. Kendall got it fueled up for me, so it is ready to go. Gonna head to the field. We've got the fertilizer semi waiting for our ag service to bring out some fertilizer for Nathan Y-dropping. So we're seeding for my uncle Bruce today. This is his field. And we've got a couple fields we're doing for him. Shout out my Aunt Cheryl, Bruce's wife. She brought me coffee. I'm right by their house here. And for whatever reason, I didn't get my morning coffee this morning, and I was a little sleepy. And so I called her up, and she made me some coffee. So shout out to Aunt Cheryl. It's supposed to be 104 degrees today, which is almost record highs. For Kansas this time of year in June. We get this hot in July and August for sure, but it's pretty hot today. But it's not going to keep me from drinking hot coffee in the morning. So to give you an idea of where we're at, that's our farm over there, and then Bruce lives just to the north of us. So this is kind of the back side of our farm. There's our irrigation pond over there. But these are Bruce's cows over here, out grazing. It's a nice scenic view. There is that's our corn up on the hill, one of our fields of corn. Here's some more cows on the other side of the field. What's up, cows? Busy morning on the roads. We've got a swather going one way, a sprayer going another way. This is the first farm equipment I've seen go by today. 5 minutes later, there's literally a four-wheel drive tractor and tillage equipment going down the road. This is probably the busiest week of farming in Kansas, or in central Kansas, that we have. Just because wheat harvest is going to start this week. Wheat harvest is going to start this week. Planting soybeans still, planting milo, spraying, top dressing corn, hay. When you have 12 inches of rain in like the busiest month of the year, which is June, all of that work gets backed up to now. And things are drying out really quick with this 100 degree temperatures. There goes the tractor. And so the roads are busy, all the farmers are out full force. It's a fun time of year, but hopefully we can catch up and get things done, and hopefully now that it's stopped raining, it doesn't stop raining all summer.
So it's windy, the ground's dry now. We're gonna get our beans in, hopefully, and get our milo in. But since it's windy, we're not gonna be able to spray for a couple days, and we're mostly caught up anyways after Saturday. So I am this morning hopefully gonna get our easy drops put on our sprayer and then drop some nitrogen on some corn before this weather pattern gets too dry, and hopefully we can get some dew and maybe a little rain to get that nitrogen in the ground. We always turn the battery switch off on our sprayer just because of all the electronics and stuff. Just make sure they're off and we keep the battery up. Gotta watch where I swing these things. So my sprayer nozzles, well, I've got nozzles every 10 inches, but we run just on 20 inches. These easy drops, your corn is planted every 30 inches, and then since it Y's out, tees off, you actually only need a drop every 60 inches. So we will we already have some of the hardware on here, and it's not near as many as like when we change nozzles or whatever. So some of this hardware, this is what I installed last year. It took a little longer because we had to put all that on this year. You know, I'll just be able to slide the pieces in these brackets. Hopefully get it done before it gets to be 100 degrees. Thanks, son. Who needs instructions, right? Well, I might. I gotta remember which pieces go where, but overall pretty simple. But I might check the instructions. Get them on. Well, I'm running out of parts, so that's a good thing. Now we just hook up all the hoses to the right nozzle body. Okay, I got them on, so you can see the old sprayer's got dangly hair. I'm gonna run some water in there and test them out. Then the nitrogen is on its way. Greg is drilling this morning. Kendall and Dad got the swather going. Gonna be a busy week. Dollar bills, y'all. Okay, I got my variable rate map loaded and I'm getting started. My pressure's running about 50, so I'm not gonna be able to go that fast, which is okay, because last year I had to go too fast. Might need to lower my boom down a little. Okay, there you can see it's, well, I can see, can you see? It's wet right there along the corn, right at the roots of the corn. So looks like we're tracking. This one is maybe just needing to pull itself over, but I think it'll get there. But I was interested to see how it'll do in this heavy residue. You know, we had a forage blend here that we graze cows on, so there's still some sedan grass stalks, and we'll see seems like it'll do all right. I mean, it's pretty well flattened out, so that's good. So if you want to see more on these easy drops, I made a video last year showing a lot of it. I don't have the GoPro with me, so I'm not going to be able to get as many shots, and you have to really pay attention when you're side dressing corn, because I got to watch my booms and stay in the rows. Some sprayers they steer between the rows for you, but ours doesn't do that. We'll need a little rain or heavy dew to get this nitrogen to the roots, but it won't take much because it's right next to the roots, and this corn can keep growing because it's had a lot of rain, but it's in for a hot couple weeks, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, finishing up the out rounds of this field of my uncle's. This is our wheat over here. Again, it's short, but it's a lot better than it was a month ago. It's got some good heads out there. If I had to guess when we'll start wheat harvest, I would guess within a day or two. I think there will definitely be people around here cutting, possibly even today. I don't think any of our wheat was planted super early, so we may be a day behind. But we are right on the edge of wheat harvest, you can just tell. And it's 103 degrees today, so that'll move it along pretty quickly. All right, we're crossing over the old railroad track to the last little bit of the field here. You can see that's where the train used to come, right through here. They dug it out a little bit there so the train didn't have as much slope. And then the old train tracks headed straight past the farm there. And my dad and grandpa actually used this train track dirt work to build that pond of ours. We used the dam, basically. We just plugged that culvert, and it would back water all the way up, and that's what we irrigate out of. Now there was a newer train track that's over here, that little embankment. This old train track had too much slope, and so they quit using it way back when. But the story is that my great-grandma Hulda used to feed the hobos that would get off of the train at our farm back in the Great Depression. So that's one of the old stories from our farm. Look at that wheat. It is just about ready to harvest. Yes, sir. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see. All right, Kendall is switching me off in the Challenger. He's gonna keep going. He's only got about 20 acres left. Looks like Kendall's been busy swathing here by his house. All right, it is the next morning, Tuesday, and heading back out to the farm, nice and early. Feeling a little groggy. But 'tis the season, just need to drink more coffee. I'm heading out to work with Dad. We're gonna help get the combines ready. Kind of in the cool of the day here. It was 104 yesterday, and even first thing this morning, it's in the mid 80s. So I think it only got down to 84 overnight, which isn't super great on the corn, which is why we can't raise very good corn here in Kansas. It just stays hot overnight. But we're going to work in the cool of the morning here to work on the combines, and then in the afternoon and in the evening we'll be planting, drilling, and spraying, and kind of doing the same thing we were yesterday. But we want to make sure we've got the combines ready, because wheat harvest will probably start tomorrow. There's definitely people cutting today, but I think we still have too much to do with planting and spraying and all the other stuff. So we'll see how today goes. I told Dad I'd meet him at 7, and it's 6:59, and we're still 3 minutes away from the farm, but he just pulled out of his house. So that means I'm not late, as long as I'm right behind him.
We are going to put the duals on this 9770, and then we will put the duals on the grain cart tractor as well. They're clamp on. Alright, put the dual on. Okay, so I just went ahead and blew out the back air filter and the cab air filter, and I filled it up with fuel, and now I'm going to blow out the radiator. All just kind of easy pre-harvest things. I'm not sure how much of that stuff has been done to the 9610 yet or not, but while they're off planting and haying, I kind of have a few moments this afternoon to get this stuff done. So, and now Blair and I are going to go and drill the beans on our field, on Kaylin and I's field. So Blair's never ridden in this tractor. You excited? Yeah. Great.
Nathan is easy dropping some corn, putting some in on right at the roots. Dad is working at his house, getting the combines ready. Kendall is drilling beans.
Okay, so my tractor's fueling up. I'm driving the Cat and the drill. We started my field this morning, so we've got 90 acres done. I'm moving to a sharecropped field next, by our 100-year-old great uncle. So I'll do that field next. It's the same variety of beans. They're hill beans, so we don't have to change anything really there. But I did need to top off the fuel as it was down below a third. We actually have the John Deere tech guy coming out to help us set up that MacDon. So we're excited to see that in action, and you guys will get to see it too. So here we are, just still going. This field has more terraces than the last one I did. It's also 240 acres, all the way over to those trees past the telephone pole.
Okay, sorry, it's been kind of a rush today. It's about 3 p.m., so day's about a little over half done, but I am heading over now. I loaded up this Milo sorghum seed in the back of my truck, and I'm heading over to my house where the tractor and planter are, and we are going to get the tractor and planter going with Milo. So we're going to be seeding soybeans and planting Milo at the same time. But we're trying to make as big of a dent in these planting acres as we can before we start wheat harvest, because while we can plant and cut wheat at the same time, we are stretched very thin in doing so. And I think most farmers around here are doing the same thing. On my way to town and back, I saw lots of people out planting. I only saw one field with combines in it, but I probably saw 10 to 15 planters. So everybody's kind of in the same boat as us, just because it was so wet for so long. There's actually a lot of people putting down hay too, which we've put down our brome, but we got our first cutting of alfalfa out of the way. So that's where we're at. Planting some Milo. Alright guys, it is Wednesday morning. Sorry I did not get much filming done yesterday. My daughter, Brighton, is not feeling very good. She's got a fever, and so just pray that she'll start feeling better. I was kind of distracted by that last night, but I got about half this field planted to Milo, and hopefully going to finish it up here this morning. Filling fertilizer here. We put on all of our fertilizer on Milo at planting, just because this crop is planted late enough in the year that it doesn't make sense to try to put it on
after the plant's already up, and there's really not a great way to do it either. I'm sure some of you are wondering, these guys are planting pretty late in the season. If you're not from Kansas, it's not normal to be planting still at the middle end of June and even into July. But here in Kansas, we plant into July all the time. We're not even half done planting probably. We still got all of our full season milo and about half of our full season beans, and then all of our double crop after wheat. So we should start wheat harvest today. The combines are ready to go. The other 3 are over at the farm working on that. I think Nathan might be drilling beans this morning. So we're going to continue to try to make a dent in planting progress, but we're also hopefully going to start harvesting today. It's another windy, hot Kansas day. Yesterday was in the mid-90s. I think today's supposed to be closer to 100. So I got my cutoff on. I'm going to try to fix my farmer's tan here, get it up to my shoulder like it needs to be.
I'm off to the alfalfa field to go and pick up the baler and actually the combine that I mentioned was over there. And Henley's riding with us today. How you doing, Henley? There's your house. You just drove by your house, Henley. I think her mom will be here soon to pick her up, but she gets one more ride in the car. Here you can see some weeds coming through the really short, thin wheat. I'm really curious to see what it's going to yield. We're trying to pack in as many projects as we can today to get people freed up to do harvest tomorrow, so I'm bailing up waterways. This is like my 4th waterway to bail up. But it's dry.
Been planting milo all day long. Fun times. All right, been planting the whole day. Really uneventful. Filled a couple times and went back and forth many times. And Brighton and Brookanna came out to ride. What'd you bring us? Bring me, I guess.
Yeah. We had Happy Sweet from Lindsberg.
For the first time. It's like a new fast-ish food restaurant in town. So we tried it out tonight. It was good.
It was good.
So what were you up to today?
Well, I had to take Brighton. Nope, you can't have that. I had to take Brighton to the doctor because she's not feeling so well. So we did that and just have been hanging out at home, trying to get her extra rest to recover faster. So
Yeah, I'm sad I can't be with her to help her out, but at least you guys could come ride for a little while.
yeah.
It's nice and air conditioned in the tractor, and you can get some vitamin D through the windows. Right, Bri? So hopefully Brighton gets to feeling better soon. The doctor said that she just has to kind of get over it.
Yep.
So we're gonna watch her, make sure that she's doing okay, but let the immune system go to work.
Yep.
So yeah, the joys of being a farm mom during planting and harvest. I'm pretty much not home at all from before Brighton wakes up to after she goes to bed. So this is the only time I get to see her, and with her being sick, Brookanna's kind of on her own for taking care of her. So it's kind of that time of year that we have to, make some sacrifices to get all the work done. But thanks for coming out and riding with me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.